Well, look who's here. Hello, come on in. Have a seat. I was just having some tea. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hannah, and I am a lady of the Victorian era. So how are you? I'm fine, thank you. What's that? You like my makeup? Darling, I'm not wearing any makeup. I woke up like this. Well, I've enhanced a few things here and there. If you can keep a secret, I can tell you how to do it too. Okay, so for Victorian era makeup, the women of that time placed a lot of emphasis on making it seem like they weren't wearing makeup, even though they were, so they really just wanted to enhance their features. So this look is inspired, it's not actually historically accurate, so I'm going to use tools of today to get an inspired look of the Victorian era. Okay, so here I'm just applying the primer to make sure my eyeshadow doesn't crease. I'm also commenting that I'm aware that my nail polish is chipped and that there is no point in doing it because I was going to do my hair, which involved bobby pins, and they were going to chip it off anyway. So I'm using the lightest shade on the Modern Renaissance palette to just put a base shade on my eyelids. Okay, so starting out with a brush that looks like this for the eyeshadow, kind of like a paintbrush, we're going to start with the red ochre color from the Modern Renaissance palette. And if you notice on this eye, it's just a draw on top of my lash line on my eyelid, and I kind of make a wing. You don't have to be super clean or pristine about it. I just kind of just put it on there because you're going to put another layer on top of this. Okay, so remember to just get the general shape on top of the upper lash line. Don't worry about it being neat. Just get it enough to where you could see it well. Okay, next on top of the red, I'm going to use a brush that looks like this. If you want the name of this, this is it's just called an angled liner brush. So it has an angle. And I'm going to basically do the same shape inside of the red. So as you can see here, the red is a little bit on top and then the black is a little bit underneath the red here. And it's also optional. It's probably more historically accurate if you don't line underneath, but I choose to because it's just a personal choice. I feel like I want people to know where exactly my eyes are, and that's why I go underneath here. Okay, so I'm adding the black eyeshadow on top. Okay, so mascara was somewhat-ish of a thing at that time. So they used to use charcoal or something of the equivalent combined with beeswax, and they'd mix it up and they'd use like a little brush to apply it to their eyelashes. So I'm going to use mascara, and I always use 2 layers. It doesn't matter what mascara you use. I just, for whatever reason, use 2 different types. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the mascara. And I'm just applying some concealer real quick, just because I can't go without it. And some powder to go on top of that clear finishing powder. And I'm filling in my eyebrows just to give them more definition. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to try to use all the same shade that I've used on my eye for the blush as well. So I'm actually going to try to take this out of the red ochre color from the Modern Renaissance palette. And what I've noticed in pictures is I think the women were actually trying to capture what their faces looked like when they were literally blushing. And for me, when I blush, I can kind of feel it come from the back this way. It's almost like their whole face, or not the whole face, but like both the top and their bottoms of their cheeks were red. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, for lips, I already put on a little bit of lip liner, and I'm going to go in. You could just use a darker reddish colored lipstick or lip gloss shade. They did actually appear to wear lip gloss because as a way to protect their lips, they would use oils, whatever they had on hand, which would make them appear glossy. So I'm actually, to keep the same color scheme as my cheeks and my eyeshadow, I'm actually going to use the eyeshadow on my lips because I actually really like the color. Okay, here you can apply some chapstick or Vaseline before you put the powder on to make it stick better. And then for gloss, you can use regular clear lip gloss or Vaseline on top to give it a shiny appearance. And there we go. This is my take on an inspired look of a Victorian era makeup. Now this is a little bit, if you're trying to use this in everyday life, this is a little bit dark. I will say that these lips will, the color kind of fades away quickly, so it doesn't last too long unless you just keep applying and putting the lip gloss on. But if you are using this for performing, I think this is pretty good. You might want to do a little bit more here, but overall I think for performing this is a good look, because if you're on stage you could see this from the audience. I would think that you could see it, or it would still appear natural from the stage. So as you can see, this is how I naturally enhance my features. I do hope you enjoyed learning how to do this, and remember not to go telling other people because this is a secret. If you have any questions, please look in the description box below for my website and my email. Well, I hope you have a great day. Bye. So in all seriousness, my name is Hannah, and I am a lover of opera, history, classical music, travel, and I love to help others. So truly, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, because I truly aim to help people through the lessons and the experiences that I've had. And also, if you are a classical singer or someone who performs in theater a lot, I thought that this could be helpful for musicals, operas, plays that are in the Victorian era. You can use some of these ideas to use yourself if you don't have a hairdresser or someone who could do this for you. You have a tutorial that you can use. Or if you're someone who's just interested in this stuff, then hey, that's fine too.